What is going on, beautiful people? Welcome to the next episode of It's Better Than You Think. In this episode, we're going to take a look at a subscriber request, which was the Pooshka. And I've been wanting to cover some really good non-uniques lately, and pretty much every Vladof Sniper Rifle is very good. They're all at least tier 2 weapons, which means they're good at mobbing and bossing on the right character. Just because the fire rate is so high compared to the damage, they can just churn out a ton of DPS. You do have to be a little bit careful with the ammo consumption, but still, it's a very good weapon. I mean, obviously the Droog is better, and I would say the Horror Show is probably better, which is the Jacob's barreled version because it has better damage. But this is going to be plenty good. And I'm just going to rock the Legendary Sniper. You could use the Chaotic Evil Rogue, but it already has a high enough fire rate. And to make the ammo stretch further, I do just want to go ahead and use the Legendary Sniper here. And I'm going to try to just run through this DLC, and then we'll fight the Snowman at the end if I can hit my shots here. So you can see again, guys, there are many great weapons in this game. Like I said, I'm kind of doing an arc on my channel now where I cover weapons that are good on OP10, not just viable, not just decent. Because I think I was giving people the impression that most weapons are only just viable. So I've been wanting to cover some of these actually good weapons, again, instead of ones that are just, you know, usable. Now, I'm a little unsure if there's going to be enough enemies here to actually do this. I'm pretty sure at least once we get over to that section, there's quite a lot of mobs. So we can at least fight them, then fight the Snowman, and then again, I'll be doing another mobbing section with the My run, so... Maybe you should have reset this DLC with Gibbs, because yeah, I thought there would be more enemies, but that's okay. Again, if there's not a ton, then we will just... You'll see the full mobbing potential with My as well. Yeah, so there's some spawning down here, so yeah, this will still work. Again, sniping is so good in this game, it really is crazy that it is perceived to not be good. Just because it provides you, again, great safety and great damage. Because you can fight from further back than most weapon types. And you can see, I'm not spraying and praying, guys. That's another thing, like, you've got to still pick your shots. Just because you have a high fire rate doesn't mean you got to be spamming shots. See, I just one-shot that guy. I mean, a lot of these are still going to be capable of one-shot kills. Now, I have an enemy that I can't crit there. That's going to be kind of awkward. Obviously, this weapon is not going to be great for enemies like that. But yeah, I think, like, I guess sniping requires a bit more skill than some other styles. You have to have better aim. You have to not just spray and pray. You've got to have good positioning. You've got to learn to manage your ammo. So I guess that's why it's kind of frowned upon in this community or considered to be not good past True Vault Hunter mode. But again, in my opinion, sniping is the best playstyle because it provides you great damage and great safety. I really hate that Gearbox just unilaterally decided to stop, you know, introducing skills that affect weapons specifically. Like, you know, there's no sniper-specific skills anymore. Like, if they wanted to limit that, you know, why not just limit it? Why completely remove it? You know, like, why not at least give yourself the option to do that? Because now we lose cool skills like Critical Ascension, like that one with the gun, and like Aurelia's custom loads and I Never Miss. Those skills are so good, they're balanced around being only usable on a single weapon type. Like, you can't extrapolate those skills out to sniper rifles in general because then they would be too busted, right? So I wish they would at least let themselves do a skill like that every now and then. I don't think Gearbox will ever make another character that I'm, you know, enjoy using as much as Zero. And that really sucks because, again, Zero is the main reason Borderlands 2 is my favorite game. Also just the challenging nature of the game. And I just feel like those are two things we're never going to get with this series again. I mean, again, I hope I'm wrong. And, you know, I do want to investigate the characters' skill trees in Borderlands 4 more. I'm not sure if there's like a resource to check all those out yet or not. So, I mean, you can see we just one-shot that guy. Two-shot that guy through a shield. So yeah, again, just crazy that people think sniping is not good. You do have to land your shots, so whenever I'm unable to do that, yeah, it's falling off a bit. That's another thing you can do. You can stagger enemies like that so you can shoot them more easily. And again, at one with the gun, such a great skill, which just would not work if it was applied to all weapons. Nice. And yeah, I've talked about my Borderlands 4 plans a little bit. I just don't know if I'm going to make a ton of content for it, because again, when the game comes out, there's going to be like a huge rush of content creators dumping out content to try to be picked up by the algorithm first. I just wouldn't really enjoy that. And with the game, like the games are very easy when they first release, so I'm not really going to enjoy making content for them. There's also, like I talked about this in a previous video, you can't really even test weapons when the game first comes out because the game is so easy. There's not any room for a weapon to really be good or bad, right? Like everything is just pretty good until you get to the harder difficulties and you can actually see which weapons perform really well and which weapons don't perform super well. So for Borderlands 2, again, it's got 0, which I love. It's got, you know, a challenging difficulty, which I love. It's got a ton of raid bosses, which I love. Borderlands 4, we'll see. We'll see how it does. So I think that's all the mobs we're going to get. I might go ahead and head on over to the Snowman. But if you are enjoying this video, do please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing. If you would like to see more videos like this, do let me know what you think about the Pooshka, and do let me know what weapon you would like to see me cover next. I'm going to start live streaming, guys, soon. I know I keep saying that. I've been putting it off for a few reasons. For one, I will not be able to stream on a consistent schedule. Like, my schedule's very crazy, and even when I'm home, like, I get interrupted all the damn time, and it's going to be kind of hard for me to stream. I know they say the best thing to do is to have a consistent schedule, but I won't be able to do that. I also can't stream for as long as other people do. I would probably be able to stream for at most like 2 hours at a time. So I don't know. I'll probably stream, like again, I'm going to stream the 0 playthrough to OP10 and try to give people some tips for how to play well, and, you know, to show people that, again, the game really is not as hard as they think. But also, I think if that goes well, I might stream my first Borderlands 4 playthrough. We'll see. Again, for Borderlands 4, there's also the concern of performance. So, I don't know. There's just a lot. We'll see. I've also got just a lot of other stuff I need to focus on. Like, soon I'm going to have to make some tough decisions about what my priorities are. Because like I said, I really want to make that video essay channel, which is my main focus, or it should be. I think what I'm going to do is just give myself till the end of the year to work on this channel. And then after that, I might, you know, kind of put this channel in the background and start focusing on the other channel. So he's going to do that. I expected him to dive. Now he's going to dive. Come on out. Come on. All right. And we should be able to take him out pretty quickly here. Oh, yeah. Excellent damage already. Again, so this is going to be a tier 2 weapon, meaning it is good for mobbing and bossing, at least on the right character. So let's get out of the corner. Getting cornered very, very bad. All right, so he's locked into that attack, so we'll get some big damage off here. And our damage is going to pick up as we build more stacks of critical ascension. Counter strafe. Let's take this guy out because he's harassing me a little bit. Oh, counter strafe. One more attack coming. We'll shoot. Again, many great weapons in this game. Is he going to dive? I feel like he's going to dive. All right, counter strafe. Almost got him here. This is a little bit bad. Oh, did he knock me off the map? No! Oh my god! Well, that's unfortunate. We got a bunch of stacks of critical ascension though. Let's just run back down here and finish him off fast. You know, I could have countered that because you can use execute to get back to the map. So if I would have been anticipating that, I could have executed to get back up. Oh. All right. So again, since we didn't lose our critical ascension when we died, so we just melted him that time. So pretend you didn't see me getting knocked off the map there. Oh god, look out. Ooh, hey, that would be very, very good. See guys, this is the problem. A lot of people would just pass that up. They would think a non-unique TDR weapon, and they wouldn't even give that a second chance or a second look. But this weapon would be really good for tearing up loaders. You know what I'll do? I will make a Deadliest Weapons on this thing, because this, I promise you, this thing is going to be a beast. And most Borderlands players would just look completely past this. They wouldn't give it a second look. And then they would go on Reddit and complain about, you know, not having enough viable weapons in this game. So I'm going to cover this weapon soon. Even though it doesn't have a matching grip or, you know, vertical grip or a critical hit accessory, I promise you it's still going to be really good. We'll go ahead and check out the loot train. Just, I don't know if I didn't have bar and stuff. And like I said in the past, I would actually recommend playing with bar because, again, they're bonuses you earn. They're there for a reason. So unless you specifically just want more of a challenge, there's no reason to disable bar. Again, your bar, in most cases, is going to make much more of an impact than specific weapon parts ever would. So we got something unique here. I am not seeing it yet. So see, that would be a bad turtle shield because it would completely deplete my health, which would make me die as soon as I took damage. What is the legendary? Oh, is it a... Didn't we get... where the heck is this thing? Why can't I see what it is? Dude, am I blind? Where is this thing? Is it that class mod? No. Oh, it's a freaking legendary Necromancer again. I keep getting that damn thing. So, not a great haul here. That's unfortunate. We've been having very bad luck with farming him. At least we got that Shotgun Supreme, though. OP10, Corrosive, that's very, very good. So yeah, I will cover that next. That is an excellent weapon. Alright, but yeah, we will head on over to the Mai run. Alright, and here we are with the Maya run. We're going to hit the beatdown here, and hopefully this won't be too bad. We already died once, so hopefully we can avoid dying for a second time. And I'm just going to run the perfect version here with the Garnet skin, which will give it increased critical hit damage. And it also gives you an 80%, or no. It gives you about a 15% chance to reflect bullets. And when it does reflect bullets, it reduces the damage by 80%. So, you know, if you would take 1,000,000 damage, then with a gemstone reflection, you only take 200,000 damage. So in that sense, they can actually help your survivability a bit. We'll go ahead and get started here. Gonna try to get their attention, to get them looking at me here. Again, you guys know I like to let them run at me here because the beatdown is very, very dangerous. So, and I'm letting my shots rip because I'm near an ammo vendor. Of course, anytime in this game when you are near an ammo vendor, there's no reason to be conservative with your ammo, right? So keep that in mind. Trying to snipe this guy, not doing a great job there. Oh, and we already took a dot. That might down us. Oh. So not my finest performance today. Gonna have to use my launcher here. I'm not gonna be able to get a second win from far away. Go ahead and take him out without the phase lock. So we got knocked off the map and got downed. So not one of our finest performances today. But sometimes it just happens. So you can see, I mean, we're still destroying these guys even without zero. So pretty much every non-unique Vladof Sniper is going to be a tier 2 weapon. The Droog is arguably a tier 1 weapon. Now, meaning it's good in, you know, many different situations, many different characters, all that kind of stuff. There's some weapons in this game that are like, it's kind of hard to rank them because of their ammo consumption. So like stuff like the Norfleet, the Pitchfork, the Lauda, or excuse me, not the Lauda, the Droog. They are capable of crazy DPS, but it's like, do you penalize them for, you know, running out of ammo quickly? And I don't know, you know, people will have different opinions about that. But again, a very, very excellent weapon, as you can see. I mean, we're one-shotting these guys. So I hear more elemental damage coming at me. Take him out without slag. I think it's, oh, that guy on the back is shooting slag rounds at me. I think sometimes it does pick them up off the back. But sometimes it won't. I really should just bring like a Norfleet or something for them. Oh, whoa. Oh, they blew up behind me. Oh god, look out, look out, look out. Subsequence builds are just so fun, man. They're so safe because they constantly interrupt enemies and they provide, you know, slag and disruption with the converge. So I'm kind of undecided about what scopes I like better on sniper rifles. For when the enemies are this far away, the dull sight is just not good because it's hard to actually see them. I think overall I do like the dull sight better. But when you're trying to stay further back, I actually prefer like the Hyperion sight, which has the most amount of zoom. Caught another dot. We'll just wait for our phase lock. This is the easiest way to survive here, is to just rely on your action skill. Just because of how ridiculous the dots are. Oh. Oh yeah, I also have my Quasar, so I can try to use that as well. The Quasar's great just for disruption, but I also like it on Maya because she can leech her health back with Life Tap. But one thing is I'm not super used to using it, so I'm really bad to down myself with it. So we are chewing through ammo, but again, we should have some ammo crates here to get our ammo back up. And you can see we got a lot of ammo back right there. Oh yeah, I almost forgot about this section.
Hold it right there.
Ah, dang. Couldn't see his face, so I just wasted a bunch of shots there. That was my bad. Yeah, I'm also going back to school soon, and it's like once I start that, I'm going to have less time for making content, obviously. So yeah, pretty soon I'm going to have to make some tough decisions about what my priorities are. But again, I think I will give myself until the end of the year to grow this channel, and we'll see how it's doing at that point. Another dot. So let's just wait for the freaking phase lock. It comes back very quickly anyway, because we do have Quicken, the Binder, and the Bone of the Ancient, so we got our action skill back almost immediately. And he did get phase locked backwards, which I'm a huge fan of. Nothing ices my soda more than phase locking an enemy backwards. Alright, so a bunch of dangerous enemies can spawn right here. So let's, again, just kind of try to be careful. And not going to be able to see his face, so I'm just wasting a bunch of shots there. But we took him out. Try to disrupt them while we wait for the phase lock. We're almost up to the ammo vendor up here, so we can let our shots rip. That is one, at least, favorable thing about the beatdown, is there's a lot of ammo and ammo vendors. Because people needed him. Another day, another beatdown run where I don't get a Cobra. You know, at some point, I'm eventually going to cross 100 beatdown runs. I mean, I'm probably honestly not super far away from it. I'm probably at like 50. I've done a ton of beatdown runs. I think on the very first weapon review I did, it was the Teeth of Terramorphous, which is one of the most underrated shotguns in the game. I took on the beatdown in that video. Which using shotguns on the beatdown is just almost impossible. I mean, to stay alive for someone who has a more defensive playstyle like me, it's not great. Because you have very limited range, and then obviously, you know, enemies are going to be downing you a lot, which again is fine if you have a more aggressive playstyle. But nice, bunch of enemies here. Oh wow, somebody threw a perfect grenade at me. Doesn't do much damage, but it does disrupt you. Yeah, you can see just how quickly we're getting our action skill back, and I can just keep relying on it to slag the enemies. So even though I don't have a slag grenade or scorn, it's not really a problem. Are there other maps? Yeah, there's at least one other map where you can get the Cobra, right? The map where you get the kitten in. The map with the quests, everyone wants to be wanted, I think it's called. So, oh god. So you gotta watch your mini-map. That is a very easy way to increase your survivability. Nice. You know an enemy catches me off guard when I turn into an opera singer. Yeah, again, we're just melting these guys. Very, very excellent weapon. And again, one that is capable of bossing in the right hands. So for like the, oh yeah, I was going to talk about this. One of my subscribers a long time ago told me that the Lauda, I think he speaks Russian. He said it's actually just pronounced Luda, like the Y is silent, so you just pronounce it like Luda. So it's actually not called the Lauda. It's actually apparently just called the Luda. Now that sounds wrong, so I will probably not be able to say it that way, but apparently that is the correct pronunciation. And also, the practicable prefix, it's actually pronounced practicable. Or no, I got that backwards. People say it's pronounced practicable. That word is actually pronounced practicable. So that's another thing that we do not pronounce right in this community. Which, you know, some linguists would argue that common usage is what defines it, and not, you know, it's not like a hard rule. So if enough people pronounce it practicable, then eventually it, you know, becomes pronounced that way. Some people really hate that, but language does evolve like that over time. One of the most high-profile examples is the word literally, which, you know, now it basically... Oh, man, my freaking... Okay, I'm getting pushed way back here because I'm blabbing. The word literally, which now is often used to just emphasize something. Which maybe that's not so much popular now. It used to be. I don't know if it's something that, like, the younger generation still do. I'm almost out of ammo here, actually, so... Yeah, I start blabbing and I just don't pay attention to what I'm doing. So I can't let this guy get close because I'm going to down myself with my rocket launcher. Sage advice from Shell Sonnen, of course. So we'll open some ammo crates and get our ammo back here, though. I know there's a couple over here. Alright, take this guy out and then we'll grab some ammo up. Nice. Oh, you can also pick those back up to get ammo off the ground. Open these crates here. Nice, got a ton of ammo back there. That guy's aura farming, freaking standing up on the motorcycle in the middle of a gunfight. Boom. Man, all these memes about Superman aura farming while people are dying around him are cracking me up. I know it really irritates some people, but it's hilarious to me. Got another Moxie portrait there. Come on. Need a little bit of space here. There we go. So let's try to bada boom him. Oh my gosh, a third down. Crap, man. I might actually die here because he's gonna freaking run away. Horrible, horrible performance today. Oh, we got him, thank God. That would have been humiliating. I don't think I've ever died freaking twice. Wait, well, you know what? I forget about that Melee Zero video I did, that one that was like 2 hours of gameplay. I had some really bad performances in that video. But outside of that, I've died a handful of times, but never twice in one video, so that would have been very unfortunate. So thankfully, we were able to avoid that humiliation. Nice. Nice. And we will just wait for phase lock again. It just comes back so quickly now because we have all that cooldown, which to some people is excessive, but to me, I like it. Oh God. So you see the, again, the thing where those guys don't take critical damage, which is again why I like running the beatdown with Maya, because she not only has Cloud Kill to polish those guys off, but just her survivability is nice, her ability to disrupt the enemies and to heal. But thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please consider liking and subscribing. Do let me know what you think about the Pooshka, and do let me know what weapons you would like me to cover next. And a special thanks to my channel members, and an extra special thanks to my Voracidous Slayers, Evan, Cass, Drake Solidaire, and Jonas Hedberg. Really appreciate the support, guys. Never really imagined people would be willing to pay money to watch me play Borderlands 2, so I do really appreciate it. You know, I have a very small channel, but I got a ton of engagement compared to most channels my size, so I do really appreciate the support, guys. But yeah, thanks for watching, stay safe, and be here next time.